So the last time I entered Argentina was back in May. Now it's December. Any mathematician can figure that that is a lot more than 90 days. So I've overstayed my visa in Argentina. What am I supposed to do? Well, the good thing is that Argentina is very unique when it comes to immigration. It is not actually illegal to stay beyond those originally allotted 90 days. You actually have 3 options when trying to figure out what to do if you want to stay in Argentina longer than 90 days. The first option is, of course, to leave and come back. That's what I did my first time. On my 89th day, I went to Peru for 5 weeks, and then I came back in May. The second option is to pay an extension. And the third option, which is what I and a lot of other people recommend, which is just to stay as long as you want and then pay when you leave. So while it's not technically illegal to stay longer than the 90 days in Argentina, you do have to pay a fee. The fee is 12,500 pesos, and it's the same price whether you overstay by 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, or 10 years. So it might actually be cheaper for you to stay as long as you need in Argentina and just pay the fee when you're leaving, because it's actually cheaper than doing a weekend trip to Uruguay, for example. But of course, going to Uruguay is an option. Well, my situation is that I'm well over my 90 days, but I also want to go to Uruguay. So I'm going to show you a combination of options 1 and 3. I decided sort of at the last minute that after Bariloche, I want to go directly to Uruguay for a couple days. So I've just arrived in the AEP Aeroparque airport in Buenos Aires from Bariloche, and this afternoon I'm on my way to Uruguay. I'm only going for a couple days, but because I've been in Argentina now for like 180 days or so without leaving, I obviously passed that 90-day allotted amount. So right now, because I'm in the Aeroparque, it's super convenient. I am going to find immigration so that I can pay my fee. And I've been told that it's just at the very end of the hallway. Go outside. Now I'm in the outside part of the instructions. And then I look for arribos internacionales, and apparently immigration is there. Here we go. Okay, I found the window. There's only one person in front of me, so was kind of hidden. They told me down the hallway, and first I went down the bathroom because I couldn't even see this hallway, but it's just a tiny little hallway with one window and one door. I'm next. Luckily I don't have to wait very long at all.
El turista se puede quedar hasta 90 días.
Sí.
Vos me decís, sí, pero yo trabajo de manera independiente, me puedo quedar el tiempo que yo quiero. No, ¿sí?
Dale.
Si esto que vos pagas es un hecho aislado, no pasa nada. El tema es que las veces que regresas a la Argentina, respetes el plazo de permanencia, porque al declarar ser turista te podés quedar 90 días, no más tiempo.
After a short lecture about staying too long in the country, she gave me a receipt, which I now have to take to another building to go to a bank to pay in cash with the receipt and then go back, and then she'll give me the official permission. The window there at the Inmigraciones is only if you're paying with card. Well, obviously we all know you can't pay in card here, so I'm going to pay in cash and then I have to go back. Well, that took like 2 minutes. I got my receipt, I paid 12,500 pesos, he stamped this, now I'm going back to Migraciones. Alright, I'm squared away, I got my paperwork that I have to show when I leave Argentina to enter Uruguay. It was so fast, so much faster than I expected, that I'm actually going to go to Buquebus now and hopefully see if I can change my time and go to Uruguay a little bit earlier. I thought it would take a few hours to do this, and so I booked the latest one, but it went fast, so let's see if I can take an earlier boat. So after I paid my overstay fee, it was off to Buquebus. In line at Buquebus to see if I can change my ticket. Fingers crossed I don't have to wait 7 more hours. Well, it turns out I can change that, but for like 5,000 more. Oh well, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Okay, it costs 5,000 to change, but I figure that's better than just waiting another 7 hours in this station. I changed it, I checked in, I dropped off my suitcase. It's gonna be an expensive day, but hopefully worth it. Now I'm gonna go through immigration. And with just 10 minutes to spare, I'm almost on the boat. I went through the Argentinian immigration, then Uruguayo. Now I'm walking down this path, and hey, we're there. finally relax. I feel like it was just rushing. But here's the thing. Yes, I had to pay the 5,000 peso fee to change to come right now instead of in 7 hours. But the good thing about that is that there was a promotion. It was like 5,500 to change the ticket, but 5,000, so cheaper, to be in business class. So guess what? Champagne. Cheers. So I went and I had a look around the boat. It's not that big. On two sides, there's seating. And then within the little seating areas, there's like little refrigerators, not a full cafeteria, but just little things to buy. And then in the center, there's duty free. So a bunch of people are in the duty free. And it's so funny because when you walk around, everyone's just like, just sort of like, well, you know, if you've been on a boat before, you know. And then upstairs is the business class where I am very fancy. In the business class, it's just sort of like in a big U looking down over the lobby where the duty free is. Other than that, there's really not much to report. It's not a huge boat, but it's really nice actually. Like, it's not very crowded. There are a ton of empty seats everywhere. I, for some reason, was actually worried about being able to switch to take the 12:15, but there are so many empty spots that I had no reason to worry at all. Had I known immigration would be so easy, I would have just booked this 12:15 from the beginning, but whatever. Now I know, and now I'm in business class. I was so thrilled that I was able to change my Buquebus time, even if it was an extra fee for changing. Well, I just arrived at my Airbnb in Colonia. It was only a 10-minute walk from the port, so that was good. It looks like it's gonna rain, but it's just super humid and I'm so sweaty. So I'm gonna shower and then I'm gonna go see what Colonia looks like. So because I arrived much earlier than expected, I had almost a full day where I was able to walk around the historic downtown, along the coast, had lunch at a local restaurant. So I'm at this restaurant and I've got this little friend here. Oh yeah! The first thing that I noticed is that the prices are definitely a lot higher here than they are in Argentina. It's 40 pesos to $1. But the thing I'm most excited about is paying with a credit card. And the waitress told me that if you pay with a credit card in most places around Colonia, at least probably Uruguay, you actually get a discount for paying with a card. In Argentina, it's the opposite. They give you a discount for paying in cash.
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. Hello. Oh, yes, you want the butt pat. My baby wants the butt pat. Oh, what a sweet baby.
And the food was so good, but of course the thing that stood out the most right away was the price. My lunch alone was $20, and that is more than I spend in Argentina in one day, just on one meal. I just paid with Apple Pay and it felt so good. It's so easy to pay with a credit card. Like, the little things, man. Those little things will get ya. I mean, I never thought I'd be so happy to pay with a credit card. What I do like in Uruguay is that you can pay with your credit card. It's actually encouraged. And if you do, in the main downtown, they give you an extra 18% discount, which is nice considering how expensive it actually is in Uruguay. The funny thing about the money is that both Argentina and Uruguay have pesos. So I keep seeing prices like 1,200 pesos and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's so cheap, because 1,200 pesos in Argentina is like $4, but 1,200 pesos here in Uruguay is like $30. So it is a big difference and my mind is like doing mental flips. So after exploring almost the entire second half of the day around Colonia del Sacramento, even though the weather was kind of cold and windy, it was still nice to see. But I thought I had done my research and I had the next day, my full day, fully planned out. Day 2 in Colonia, my first full day, actually my only full day in Colonia, so I want to take advantage. I'm gonna go get one of those golf carts from the thrifty and hope the guy from yesterday is not working today because he was very creepy. Unfortunately, things don't always go as planned, and I had some disappointing news. I went to the thrifty and I couldn't rent the scooter because they require both a physical ID and a physical credit card. I have everything on my phone, Apple Pay with my credit cards, and a photo of my driver's license. You might be asking, why don't you have the physical copies? Well, because last month when I left Buenos Aires, I actually didn't know that I was going to be coming to Uruguay. Credit cards are essentially useless in Argentina. I haven't used my credit card one single time in the entire last year. So when I thought I'd only be in Argentina, I didn't even consider bringing my credit cards because there's no point. I didn't bring my driver's license because I have my passport, which is the identification that you need to get on the plane and everything, so I didn't think it mattered. When I rented a car in Argentina, they were fine with the photo of my credit card and the photo of my driver's license. So then I thought, okay, fine, I'll just rent a bicycle. But still, she was like, okay, you can pay with your Apple Pay, but you have to have a physical ID. And while I'm here, I wanted to mention that I haven't paid with cash at all. I don't even have my bank card, so I couldn't get cash if I wanted to, but I haven't needed to pay with cash at all since I've been here. I thought I would give it one last try and try another place called Viaggio. The guy was much nicer here, unlike that really rude lady at Thrifty. But I cannot rent the golf cart without the physical driver's license, which makes sense. I get it if you get stopped by the police, they need that. So I thought about renting a bicycle, which I can do without a license. However, they only take physical credit cards and I can't pay with Apple Pay. It seems like it's just not meant to be, so I'm just gonna go to a cafe and read my book.
My baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, what a sweet baby.
I was actually really disappointed that I couldn't rent a golf cart, even though I didn't even know that was a possibility before I came. Once I saw it was a possibility, I wanted to do it. And then when I couldn't, I was really disappointed. I really wanted to drive all along this coast because it makes a U, and there's an old, what's it called? I can't think of the name, the round thing where they did the bullfighting. It's illegal, but I thought it would be interesting to see, and I just wanted to see the whole coast. That's not gonna happen. So if you come to Uruguay and you want to rent something, make sure to have your physical driver's license and your physical credit card. But because I couldn't do that, I still made the best of things. And when I say I ate and read all day, I'm not joking. That's really what I did. Walk around, eat, read, walk around, eat, read, repeat. One of the fun things about being here in Colonia del Sacramento during the World Cup is that there was the Uruguay game going on today. So I hope that this gave you a really good glance into seeing both what it's like to pay that overstay fee, how easy it actually is, and what it's like to take the Buquebus and spend, 40 hours in Colonia del Sacramento in Uruguay. It's fun to have a little weekend trip and just see something different. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and leave a like, and check out the video here, because if you like this video, chances are you'll like this one as well. I have a ton of videos and content on my channel all about Argentina. So check out this video now. Why not?